Hey, shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, man. You see how these this part 2 of You Are Not in Control, right? And they took the last one down, but as you can see, I'm right back online. I'm right back live because it was it didn't stick. Whatever, somebody reported me, I guess. You know, these demons gonna be demons. All right, scoffers gonna be scoffers. They gonna report. They gonna mock. They gonna scoff. They gonna do what they supposed to do. All right, but they can't stop it because I didn't say nothing incorrect. And they said it was misinformation, but it definitely wasn't. All right, because we was bringing out straight articles that that these companies put online. Okay, I'm bringing up my last article was NBC News. How is that misinformation? Okay, my article before that was coming from the Los Angeles Times. How is that misinformation, man? And then the article before that was from Newsweek, right? Matter of fact, man, I'm gonna take it over here. Matter of fact, hey, before we get into it, all praises be to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. And shalom to the Lord's hopeful elect, man. All right? So, show y'all, man, misinformation. Y'all crazy. NBC News. He's talking about the hackers tied to Las Vegas attacks known for sweet-talking their way into company systems, right? What is this? Los Angeles Times. Bank of America glitch. The misinformation where? Newsweek. U.S. bank closures. Come on, man. This is Security Daily Review. This is New York Post. These are known. You know what I'm saying? This one I never really known, but I just found this one. 9 to 5 Mac. Right? And then that's pretty much it. So, ain't no damn misinformation. Okay? It's just that actually proves my point of you not in control. Because they'll use whatever we saying when we start bringing out scriptures and start stomping on them. Esau eat them, right? They get butt hurt. And they want to take your live down. Okay? Now, let's hit some scriptures about how they don't control nothing. And they are actually set up. Okay? Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahawah. How can a man then understand his own way? So you are set up by Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi to do a certain thing. Okay? A purpose. The spirits of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. Once again, brothers are set up to walk in their lots. You know, you're going to come back and walk in the lot that you was previously walking in. You can't come back and do wickedness and do all of this. Yeah, we was in the world for a time period, but eventually Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, Yahawah pulled us into this, and we are Yahawashis again, once more, just how he was before. All right? Job 34 and 21, for his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. So every single thing that you do, know that Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, is, he sees it. Via how? The Halalyam. Because his eyes are what? 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So that report, that reputation is being made upon you, man. Is your reputation is in the heavens. It's on the earth. All right. When your name is spoke of, all right, hey, is that a good brother? Is that a solid brother? That brother be doing works. That brother be doing what he's supposed to do. He stay out the way, etc., etc. Oh, no, that brother a troublemaker or whatever. Right? So you have a certain reputation. And you have to, man, you should protect your reputation, man. You know, at the end of the day. All right? Proverbs 5 and 21. For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahawah, and he pondereth all his goings. Okay? So, you ain't doing nothing without Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi ordaining it or, you know, like overseeing it. Okay? It's no such thing as free will. This is what brothers and sisters do not understand. They think that they just out here willy-nilly, freely doing whatever they want to do. But it's no such thing as free will. Okay? Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi is in control of all. He's in control of every single thing. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 45, verse 5. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girdle thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am Yahawah, and there is none else. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. Right? So don't think that whatever's going on. Now, we're not saying the Lord does evil. He'll send angels, left-handed angels, to carry out those acts. Okay? He'll send left-handed angels to carry out whatever he needs to carry out. He'll put a spell on you. He'll allow a spell to come over you. You know? We get this from the brother Kakama, Lamentations 3:47. Fear and a snare is come upon us, desolation and destruction. Right? And Yahawah does all these things. Right? He allowed that fear and that snare to come upon because of our disobedience. Deuteronomy 28:63 and 64. And it shall come to pass that as Yahawah rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so Yahawah will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And ye shall be plucked from off the land whither thou goest to possess it. So you will be plucked. He loved to bring you up, loved to make you above all nations. And then the same way he brought you down. Ain't no emotions, ain't no feelings, ain't no none of that. Hey, you was being wicked. He had to discipline you. He had to discipline us. Speaking of our nation, he had to discipline us. It's about us now being humble and being accountable for our actions. Okay? So once again, that snare, he has done that to us. He has brought us low. He's done this to humble us. Romans 9:19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? None have resisted the will of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. None. You can't. It's impossible. All right? So don't think that you can't, man. You got to understand who you're dealing with. It's the potter. You are the clay. You have been formed. Proverbs 21:30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. No wisdom, no understanding. The wisdom of the world is foolishness. All right, let's get that. Matter of fact, 1 Corinthians 1:21. For after that, in the wisdom of power, the world by wisdom knew not power. It pleased power by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believed. Because us that preach, we ain't got no degrees. We ain't got no, I got a bachelor's degree, but I ain't got no degree in the Bible. I haven't went to no seminary school to learn how to be a preacher, to learn these scriptures. You can't do that. That worldly wisdom ain't going to excel in this. You got to excel with the Spirit. The Spirit has to be on you. The understanding, the breakdowns taught to us by the elders. All right? Through things that we encounter as well. Experience that we go through. Being built up through our faith. Man, your faith is built up by reading the word, hearing the word, and also things that you encounter, experiences that you go through. Bruh, losing your job, being broke, losing a woman, all right? Stuff like that happening to you. All right? Trials and tribulations will build you up. If you truly believe in Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, then this type of stuff is going to build you up, man. Because you're going to trust in him even more because he's getting you through this stuff. Okay? So we are not seeking the wisdom of the world. We are seeking the wisdom that Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi is given to us. 1 Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with power. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. That's another example of you have no free will. You are not in control. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. So they can think a thing, and then he put that thing in their mind to even think it. He used that to destroy them. The trick bag. You know? The trick bag. All right, let's get that. Amos 3 and 6 and 7 to go with it. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and Yahawah have not done it? Once again, he's allowing the left-handed angels to go down and do a thing, to possess somebody, to carry out a deed, evil, right? Surely Yahawah power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So once again, man, he's speaking through who? The prophets. He's acting through who? The spirits, the Halalyam. Okay? Even when we speaking, it's spirits on us, right? The spirit, the Holy Spirit. Talking about, that brother said his spirit's on him. Yeah, the Holy Spirit. All right? Well, I get it twisted. It might be the spirit on you of delusion, a deep sleep. That's a spirit. Let's get that. You know, all these scriptures we bringing out is letting you know that you are not in control. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi at the end of the day is in control. You thought you was in control, but that's foolishness. Isaiah 29 and 10, for Yahawah have poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered. So as it keeps going, you read and you look at the book, and it's just words on the page. You could be learned, you could be unlearned. It's just words on the page. You won't understand the scriptures unless the Holy Spirit is dealing with you. All right? So you better fear Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi 10 times more. 2 Thessalonians 2nd chapter, verse 10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. It's because of your unbelief. You receive not the love of the truth that you may be saved. So what did you pick? The wisdom of the world. You was holding on to that. You was holding on to Babylon. You didn't come out of her so that you may be saved. You chose to serve Satan. You chose to hold on and pull on to everything that Satan was giving you. You're going to fall just like him. All right? And Satan is the YT man. And for this cause, power shall send them strong delusion. That's a spell. He's placing that spell on you. That's a spirit that they should believe a lie. Strong delusion that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. Okay? So you didn't want to believe in Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, so you get the opposite. You get that strong delusion. You believe in Satan. You believe in a power, Jesus Christ, that you think is a power, that you think has power, that you think does something, but it does nothing. Romans 11 and 7, coming from the brother Kakama. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. It's an elect, a select group of men amongst Israel that will obtain, that have understanding, that understand this truth, that's in this truth, 100% of it, that have an unction to know all things. That's another spirit, a calling. An unction is a calling. So you got a calling to know all things that pertain to life. We ain't gonna know, but we know everything according to these scriptures, man. When we read these scriptures, we get the breakdowns, we get the understanding. All right? Scriptures also say don't think about things that are beyond your understanding, basically. All right? You don't gotta, we ain't lingering to know about solar system and all of that. We know it's many mansions in our Father's house. What is our Father's house? This entire universe, everything that was ever created. So it's many mansions. That's letting us know we will be able to leave this atmosphere. We will be able to go to other planets and things of that nature, man. Verse 8. According as it is... Yeah, Mama, what's up?
We'll be back.
Where y'all going?
Somewhere.
What?
To eat something. Or Chuck E. Cheese.
No.
No Chuck E. Cheese? Okay.
It's the Sabbath.
But we ain't cooking it.
Okay, they ate some fruit.
Okay, I'm taking them somewhere.
No, I'm about to be done.
Okay.
Oh, man, slow. According as it is written, power have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap. Man, I'm saying, and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense upon them. All right. Let their eyes be darkened and that they may not see, and bow down their back always. So these people won't even get it, man. When the scriptures say it clearly, clear as day. You know, they can't keep the law for a day. They can't keep the law for a couple hours. Man. All right. And that's that spirit of deep sleep, because they don't want to turn back and repent and turn to Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. One second. All right. And we got plenty fruit in there. We ain't cooking nothing, man. Let's go get no light. Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, because they go in a different way. They have no understanding, right? So therefore, what has been placed on them? A different, a wicked spirit, okay? Yes, today is the Sabbath, all right? According to the moon cycle, all right? It's the third quarter Sabbath. So if somebody, is teaching differently, then they had no light in them to teach something differently. Because if you're coming up a different way, you're a robber and a thief. If you're teaching something different that Yahawashi was teaching, then you have no understanding, man. You're not coming in the correct way. It's only one order. That's why what I was talking about earlier, and I'm about to wrap it up, because they in there acting like they can't eat fruit. So this lesson right here, dream testimony, some brothers just didn't make it, and I advise and suggest brothers go watch this, because this is about you people that think that you are true, that you are Israelite and all of that, but you just not gonna make it, because you didn't truly believe, you didn't really seek Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, man. You didn't really have your garment on, all right? And I'm going to let some of it play, man.
Honor and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. We'll give double honors to our venerable apostles and others of great millstone who rule well. And peace and blessings to everyone's elect, the house of David. All right, so Brother Haran, coming back at you, and this was going to be more of a testimony on a dream that I had actually a couple weeks ago. And through the Spirit still on my mind. So I just thought I'll share with brothers. Now, I remember this dream when I had it. It was earlier during this year, and like a couple of days went by. It was still weighing heavy on my mind. So I decided to share with my brother. He was like, "Man, that's heavy," And then a couple of weeks went by, and then I think a couple of days ago I had a conversation with the Zaquan in our camp, the head of our camp, my Tazwan, and through the Spirit he was like, "Hey, just do a video on it, just to share with brothers, because there could be a message. All right, there is a message in there, that brothers might want to hear, So through the Spirit, I decided I'll convert it into a quick testimony. All right, but before I do so, let's start off with the book of Joel, chapter 2, down to verse 28. Right, it says, "And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions." Okay, let's keep going. It says, even though that's the point, let's keep going. It says, "And also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit." All right, so the point is, your young men shall see visions. All right, and this could be a dream, it could be a vision. All right, but I just want to share with brothers. All right, now there are certain details that I do remember. Some I don't remember, so I'll leave that out. All right, but in this dream, it was myself, my younger brother, a couple of brothers from our camp. I know Tazwan was in there, and the brother Amawanga priest Amawanga was in there. And
right there.
it looked like we were in some type of classroom, right? It looked like a class, and it was almost like we were waiting for something. Like it's almost like you sitting there to hear the bell, and then once the bell rings, you leave, whatever the case may be. So we're sitting in this classroom, and it was myself, Amawanga, and we were just talking, you know, and I kept asking him questions. You know, I was just asking him questions like, yo, so how's this going to be? What you think it's going to look like, you know? And he was just kind of like quiet, you know, and then he'd give short answers. He's like, man, I don't know, man. We're going to find out, you know, that kind of thing. You know, and I was just super excited, you know, so then we heard the bell, and then everybody kind of picked up their shit. You know, we picked up our bags. I remember we all had like satchels, like it looked like book bags, but it was like the strap-on type book bag, you know, like a satchel. You know, so we had that, not too much stuff with it, you know. And then we started walking, and then we walked out, and then we just kept walking. And then as we were walking, I lifted up my head, and I saw this huge building, right? It was like straight up like a mansion, like a legit mansion, huge, you know. And then the pillars, everything was just big, and it was just pure gold. There was no, like, it was just gold, like straight gold, just a huge mansion just standing there. And then the skies was like light blue, but it was like perfect blue, you know, like the color blue, like it was just like clean and perfect, you know. And I was like, damn. And then the grass, the grass was like cut to perfection, like the color green, but it was like enriched green and cut to perfection. There was no other colors, like no leaves on top of nothing. It was just like green grass cut to perfection, right? And it was huge space, you know. And then there was a pathway that walks to the stairs that leads you to the building, right? So that the whole pathway was paved with gold, you know, like straight gold. Like you're walking on gold to walk up the stairs of gold to enter into a golden building, you know. So as we're walking, but before we got there, it was like we're walking towards the waiting area. It was kind of like another waiting area, which was the grass area, right? Like the lawn, right? And as we're walking there, we're walking through like a marsh area. It looked like mud, you know, like it was muddy on the right side and on the left side, and then there was like a plank that was in the middle. But the plank was positioned in such a way that you had to step on it in a certain way. If not, you're gonna fall into the mud, you know. So we were just kind of walking. We had our bag, and then we kind of like jump here, and then we stop here, and then we hop here, you know. And I was like, damn, man, this shit crazy, bro. Look. And so I turned back and I looked, and I was like, damn, look at the back, like the world that we just walked through from. It looked like a mess. It was like no life in it. You know, it was dark. You know, it was like gloomy. It was cold. You know, and then we're walking towards this mansion that's made out of gold, and it's like life, you know, vibrant. And I was just like excited, you know. So I kept asking him Wanga Bar, I was like, yo, so how you think it's gonna be like? He's like, man, bro, I don't know if you know, man. I'm kind of nervous. I was like, yo, bro, but what you think is going? He's like, yo, we're gonna find out. Let's keep walking, you know. So we kept walking, and then we got to the front, right? Now when we got to the lawn, the edge of the lawn, Wanga Bar was in front of me. I was in the middle. My brother was behind me. And I believe the Elder Atazum was already passed. He had already crossed already. He was already on the lawn waiting. And with a whole bunch of brothers, mad brothers, just waiting on the other side. And then when we got there, on the left side, on our left side, you had the first person that was standing there was Elder Apostle Tahar. He was standing there, followed by Elder Apostle Gabar, and then Elder Apostle Rhymelock. Those are the first three that I remember. And you had to salute those three men, and if you got the approval of all three men, then you could stand on the grass to be waiting for your name to be called, so you could go inside. You know, hey, relax. You know, so brothers was going up. You know, they salute the elders, the apostles. You know, and then if you get approved, you stand on the right side and you wait. You know, so I saw Moab Gabar go up first, and then when he went up there. Elder Apostle Tahar, he was wearing all white. All three of them were wearing all white, right? And it was white, but it was like just power. You know what I mean? Like it's just like pure white, and it had gold, like the chest, like the arm, the shoulder, all the way around here was gold, right? It was like straight gold. You could see it hanging like gold, you know, and then I guess the girdle, if you want to call it that, was also made out of gold, you know, and it goes all the way down to their feet, and it was just pure gold, you know, and it was all white, you know, and all three of them were wearing the white. So we got there, and Welgabar gets there first, and then he bowed his head, and then he put his hand out, and Apostle Har held his hand, and he gave him a slow kiss on his hand, right? He gave him the salute, and then he kissed his hand, he closed his eyes, he blessed him, Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Brakatah. And then it was just so, like, the way it was done, I looked at it, I was like, damn, look, yo, he got mad love, look how slow yo, damn. And I was like, I can't wait to get there so I can make fun of him. Like, damn, you got mad love, bro. You know? So, when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit, damn, that brother got mad love. Yeah, it was just like, you know, kind of thing. So, then it was my turn. I got nervous, you know, so I got there. You know, I put my head down, I saluted Apostle R. He shook my hand, he kissed my hand, and I said, hey, Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Brakatah. You know, and then I moved to Apostle Gabar, and then as soon as he saw me, he goes, hey, there you are, brother, I knew you were gonna make it. And he kept saying that. He was like, I'm so happy to see you, man. I was waiting for you. I was like, where's the brother, you know? And I was like, he's like, where your brother at? I was like, oh, he's in the back. He's like, oh yeah, God, hey, Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Brakatah. You know, and then I say, hey, Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Brakatah. And then I went to Elder Apostle Ramlab, and then he shook my hand. He gave me the same handshake, Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, Brakatah, and then he gave me a hug. So I hugged him back, and then he said, hey, good to see you, brother. I'm glad you guys made it. Dawada Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi. So we hugged each other, and then I was like, okay, now we're good. You know, we got the approval of all three, so now we're good. You know, so I came and stood next to Amon Gabar, and we're just standing.
All right, you know, and basically going into brothers not making it. All right, some brothers is not gonna make it. They're not gonna get the approval, but they thought they was good, and they gonna be going into the scriptures talking about I did this and I did that, right? You gonna say you came in the Lord's name, but you wasn't really truly about this thing. All right, you couldn't keep stuff correctly. You may know the names of Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, but you still be a wicked ass individual, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not in your heart. It's not in your inward part. On the outward, you may look like an Israelite, but your heart, you was never changed. You still eating pork, lobster, crab. You still committing adultery. You can't even keep the Sabbath days correct. You can't even keep stuff correct. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff, the Father and the Son will know. And you will not be approved. That lukewarm spirit, let's get that, man. Bro, you cannot half-ass. Revelations 3:16. So then because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. So you will not make it. You will get pushed out. Because at the end of the day, you being wicked. It's not a thin line. It's a thick line between being a 1/3 and a 2/3. Okay? At the end of the day. All right? So you gotta be correct in this thing, man. All that calling on fake names, all that playing shit, that shit is over, man. You know this truth and you don't do works. Come on, man. What are you doing? That shit is over, man. All right? Brothers have had countless dreams like this. GMS Gravity had a dream like this, man. Right? Where brothers was getting their heads unalive, heads lobbed off because of their deeds. Zechariah 13:8-9. And it's the last ones we gonna get. I'm gonna get up off here. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahawah, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahawah is my power. If you're not saying that, if you're not saying Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi is my power, and you're not in this thing. Okay? I don't care how many works you do. I don't care how many videos you put out. You're not in this thing if you're coming in a false name. And that's something you got to deal with yourself, man. All right? Because when you get to that point and you get before the elders and you get before, about to meet Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, or even when the chariots come and you don't get beamed up, you're going to know why. Because of what the brother said. Because you wasn't calling on the correct name. You didn't keep the doctrine right. How many times have the brothers broke down just everything? You know, constantly. Going through certain things multiple times. You know? So, hey, with that being said, facing the east towards Jerusalem, all praises be to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of the great millstone that rule well and teach well and sincerely taught us this truth. Exactly. This is life and death. When you come into this truth, it's life and death. You taking a spiritual oath if you know it or not. You know, and shalom to the hopeful elect 144,000 men, as well as 1/3 men, women, and children. It comes down to simply even you allowing women to teach and come up in your panel and talk and run their little mouth. You ain't keeping, Yahawashi wouldn't do that, man. All right? Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi wouldn't do that shit. All right? You know, this is why you got to be well-rooted with the elders of GMS. Okay? And do things correctly and properly in order. All right? So, hey, Kwam Yasha Allah, Baba Ball to this wicked nation. Shalom.